and welcome back to the next level at PAX East 2014. My favorite part of the day is just about to get underway. We will be picking teams.
I can't wait for that. I don't know how they're going to do it this time, but I know they're going to go for the best they can, especially right out the gate. I can't wait.
I think, too, they've had it. I mean, from yesterday, they were able to kind of figure out what, for the coaches, who they wanted to pick, like what strategies to use. So yesterday was kind of the test day.
Yeah.
Today, they know, like, okay, we got to ask people that are going to be qualifying.
Right.
Like, what games do they play? What type of gamer are they? Kind of the genres that they think they excel in.
Yeah, and I think another thing that they have to their advantage are there are a couple of players that actually are coming back. So, they had a chance to see how they played maybe on somebody else's team, and maybe that's an undercard they can use to their play. So, I don't know. Anything's possible.
That is true. So make sure that you guys are with us all day to figure it out, because at 3:30 we are announcing. 3:30. You guys have to be here at 3:30. What game that we will be doing the finals on? I don't even know.
I don't know either.
I know you don't know.
But yesterday was ridiculous.
Well, yesterday was crazy.
Yes, it was. So anything's possible. Stick around 3 o'clock for that. I don't know what to expect.
So what we're going to do right now, we're going to go down to the show floor. For my favorite part, we are going to be doing our coaches' team selections.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time we have all been waiting for. It is team selection. So without further ado, I'm going to hand this over to Fatality to choose our first player of the first games of the day.
All right, so I had a chance to talk to a few people today, and this one guy plays a lot of League of Legends, Smite, and also plays some FPS games, play a lot of old school games. So I'm going to invite Griffin on up here. Welcome to my team, buddy. Go over here, buddy.
Come here, come here. So Fatality said that you played Smite. What god do you main?
Any ADC. I like Neath a lot.
Who doesn't like Neath? All right, get over there, practice for those games. Neath is incredibly attractive for a video game character. All right, I'm going to hand that over to Scott. You pick your first team member.
So, first off, an anti-shout-out to Shadosha. He backed me all yesterday, just like he did just now, and then come the finals, he picked Team Harvey. So, thanks but no thanks, Shadosha. I don't need you on my team, bro. All right? And I guess I'm supposed to be very mean to my players today, so I will try to yell at you.
Well, you got one then already.
So, yeah, so he's done. I'll be
now
mean to
players.
whoever I pick. Don't worry, but we're going to win. And I'm going to go with Nightshade. Going to start with the number one guy.
Nightshade,
Welcome
come
to
on
Team
over
Scoots,
here.
man.
So Sir Scoot seems to know you by name. Why is that?
Kind of came number one.
You did come number one yesterday. You going to do it again today?
Definitely.
All right, get over there, start warming up. Share your knowledge or don't. Miss Harvey, who are you looking at?
So I see two of my players, my yellow team players in there. So I think I'm going to have to stick with them. I'm going to pick Robin first. Robin, you're back. Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
Weird makes a return to the
He
next
was
level
hiding.
stage.
He was hiding from my spot.
How many of these next level tournaments have you won?
2.
That's career level. Let's see if we can make it 3 today. Get over there and start practicing. All right, Meg, who are you taking?
So I realized that Nightshade was like a really strong pick, but we all know behind every strong man is a very strong woman. So Marie is his girlfriend, and she's gonna kick his ass.
Yes!
Oh,
There you go, baby.
Team Purple here. Now, yesterday, it didn't seem like you wanted to play. What changed today?
I looked at the games, and I kind of felt a little bit more confident seeing everyone play, and I really wanted to beat Carlos at this, so I'm gonna go in it to win it.
Yes.
That's what I love to hear. Get over there, start practicing, get those thumbs warmed up. Fatality, choose a number 2.
All right, let's check out this Blue Jay guy. You in?
Blue Jay guy, you in this? Yes. All right, you
Come
gotta
on,
take one of
man.
them red shirts.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Totally gonna need that later. All right, come here. Tell me, you don't seem that awake. Are you gonna wake up when it comes time for competition?
Well, I had a late night, so.
You had a late night. That's totally fine. Get over there, start practicing, warm up.
He's loose. He's loose.
He's loose. You like that kind? The party animals? All right, that's fine.
So there was a guy here yesterday who tried to qualify both times. I don't believe he did, but he was around the booth all day long, so he watched everything that happened yesterday. He did qualify, so I'm taking you. He's wearing a blue shirt as well.
Oh, yay.
I can't hear you.
Oh my, we just had a moment from The Voice.
What happened?
We had a moment from The Voice. Sir Scoots, come here. Can you come here for a second? What is your name?
Name's Patrick Zhang.
I just
Patrick
got denied.
Zhang. Shut down, Sir Scoots.
Look,
But wait, we have a moment here.
It even says Mega Nerds on his. Oh, man.
Because he requests to join Meg Turney's team. Meg, do you accept him?
Absolutely.
All right, give him the shirt.
Wow. Damn. You're going to lose now. No, don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Pick
Right here in the
again.
middle.
Right here in the middle, Scott. I
I
don't know
try
if
to
you
be
know
nice,
this.
pick the guy up.
It was a good pickup, but you actually scored big here because I watched this guy crank out one of the highest scores so far on Guns Dash. You gonna follow that up with some high scores in these games?
Not high scores, the highest scores.
I love it. Get over there.
right.
Start practicing. What about you, Steph?
Well, I'm going with my second Team Yellow member. There you go. You're back. I want you, Pikachu. Come in.
Let's go, Pikachu. Now, yesterday you were over competing in another game as well. How did Infinite Crisis go?
Oh, I still have the match at 12:15, so at least I'm doing this now. Then I'm going to do IC, and well, I believe we're going to win that.
All right, this guy's got a whole bunch of games to win today. Get over there. Fatality?
All right, so we're going to go with Bob. Come on up here, buddy. Welcome to the team, man.
Thanks, man.
We have another strong competitor. Tell me, what did you learn yesterday that you're going to implement today?
Take it slow, be calm, collected, take emotion out of the picture. Nobody wins with emotion.
Nobody wins with emotion. That's excellent. Excellent advice. Scott, who are you looking at?
I'm a little gun shy right now. Anyone else want to play for Meg
Does
before I
anyone
pick you?
who would want to
All
play
right.
for Scoots?
All right. Yeah, exactly. I'm picking right here in the middle. Yep.
Now, are you okay with being on Sir Scoot? Is it because he's mean or
Not
because
worthy.
Meg is just
Not
really
worthy.
cute?
I got this. I don't want to say anything. No comment.
Good. Look how smart he is, Scott. He's scared of you already.
Absolutely perfect.
Okay, my turn. Okay, you at the back. Yes. That smile got me.
You gotta give it to the guys that want it. The ones that want
Yes.
it are gonna fight the hardest. So, Eric, why did you want to be on Stephanie's team?
Stephanie's awesome.
Oh,
That's it.
no, you wanted to be on
That is 100% true. We'll get over there, start practicing, make Stephanie proud. Now, Meg, who are you looking at?
I'm sad because he raised his hand to be on my team.
He did. He just wanted to be on any team.
Heartbroken.
He didn't
No,
want to
it's
be with
okay.
the boys.
I get how it is.
Might be some sort of
Cutthroat.
spy.
All right, Super Meat Boy is one of my favorite games,
All right, I'm guessing based on
Enjoy.
your Super Meat Boy shirt that you're really ready for these frustrating games. You think you're going to crank it out in trials?
I will try not be frustrated, but, hopefully I can just die and respawn again.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Just do it quickly. Keep getting those scores. All right, get over there and practice.
All right, so I'm going to pick this guy, Diggs. I like your name. Come up here, buddy. Welcome to the team, buddy.
Diggs, welcome to Team Fatality. Do you have any Fatality brand hardware at your computer area?
Actually, no.
No? Well, you know what? I'm sure if you do really well, John will hook you up.
Yeah.
All right? Go fight for that hardware.
Sounds good.
I'm giving your stuff away. I hope
Thank
that's
you.
okay, John.
Yeah.
Fine.
Right here in the middle. Yep. Welcome.
All right, Scott. Are you sure about this one?
Absolutely.
Do you want to trade that shirt at all?
No, his ego's already been broken once. I don't want to
Thank
do it to
you.
the guy. I
Thank
don't
you.
want to do it to the guy.
That's absolutely kind of you.
Do it better on Meg's team. You know what? Let's not hurt the guy anymore, okay?
Exactly. It's
All
been
right,
a bad day.
that's sweet of you to take that inside and bury that. All right, Stephanie.
Do you want to be on my team? Yeah.
Damien, come here. Which of these games are you going to kick most ass at?
Probably the fighting game in the back.
Have you played a lot of Capcom fighters?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Marvel vs. Capcom is my favorite series.
There we go. We got a fighter on your team. We have one guy left. Welcome to Team Tourney, the most highly sought after team in the game. How does it feel, sir?
Award-winning.
Feels pretty good.
Feels pretty good. Well, we got some games to play. You guys got some games to practice for. Why don't we turn it back over to the casters and see what's up?
Thank you so much, Seltzer. That is my favorite part of the day, picking our teams,
Yeah.
seeing who's going to represent which color.
Yeah, I'm glad to see they got another stacked pack again. A lot of returning players, as we said before. Sorry, Sir Scoots doesn't believe in me, but that's kind of why he got poached. I'm still on this side, excuse me. So we'll see what happens. I'm anxious to get into this. I know we've got 4 awesome games here that they're going to be playing. They've got Power Star Golf. They've got Trials, The Crew, JoJo's. Actually, I want to see some JoJo's action first, if we can possibly get into that. I know yesterday they were getting a feel for it. We just heard that we had a player in here who plays fighters. Shouts to the fighting game community. And hopefully they kick butt in that. I want to see what happens.
And I like, too, that we have the gentleman there that kind of denied Sir Scoots and wanted to be on Meg's team. I don't know if it's because he's a mega nerd.
I think he's a mega nerd, yeah.
Or
yeah.
if it's because, again, she won yesterday.
Right.
And he wants to be on the winning team from yesterday.
And I think that's a smart move to do. I mean, I'm looking over now. She's set up on the Power Star Golf Station. She's very confident in her coaching. She won yesterday, and just look at the way she's leading the pack now. If I had to pick a choice of if I was a player, I did try to qualify. It didn't work. I would jump on Meg's team as well.
I like that. I think she's a strong coach. So
Really?
I think that is very good advice.
Mm-hmm.
So our players are getting set up. We are going to be doing JoJo's first with Team Miss Harvey, which is representing the yellow team. So once they get set up to their practice round, we will get some gameplay going on that. And again, as you hear, some of the players, like our last guy that was picked, he's a fighting game.
Yeah.
Those are the games that he excels in. And we got other players that love to do like League of Legends, Smite. I know I was talking to some players earlier that, they like the stealth games such as like Splinter Cell. So we've got all different types of people.
Well-rounded.
Which is, what we want to see
Exactly what we need here. If you're going to make it through the rounds, I mean, first off, we had to play, Guns Dash to get here on an NVIDIA Shield. That takes a bit of ability. So if you can be well-rounded, you can make it far in here. We've seen that yesterday. So.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And our winner yesterday, too, I know when we interviewed her, she was kind of like, at the end, she was so nervous.
Yeah, she couldn't register. She didn't register it until after she won. And then she had the trophy. She was like,
that is mine.
This is mine. And then, like, if I don't know if she had a chance to glance at that display case, but for real, NVIDIA Shield, GeForce GTX, Xbox One, a Wii U, PS4, and the Astro Gear.
It's pretty sweet.
The whole case is hers.
Even the case.
even the
case holding it. Take it. You can have it.
Take
it's all
it.
yours.
That's a heck of a prize pack to win. So, honestly, it would take me a bit to register that as well. So congrats to her. Congrats to Meg's team. I know Meg was happy to donate to her charity of choice. So great stuff there.
That's correct. And not only that, if Meg wins again, she's already got 5K. She can get 10K. So, I mean, her charity would absolutely love her.
Yeah.
Jumping into some gameplay right now, we will be watching Miss Harvey's team, Team Yellow.
Yeah. So right now we're seeing, oh, wow, already. These people have stepped back in practice. Before we were seeing like 20-hit combos. Now we're seeing meter charges, people going into strings, stuff like that. Again, the way the scoring system in this works, they're actually playing the arcade mode. They have to beat up 2 characters, and they get a grade at the end depending on how much health they had, how they killed their character, and how fast they did it. So, the highest grade they can get is an S. And that's worth 10 points. Most people yesterday, though, were getting around A's. We did see 1S, which is 10 points. But overall, A was the rank. So, 7 points, not too bad, not too shabby. And maybe we'll see something different today. Again, new players coming in, but we still have some returning players who maybe now have a feel for the control. So anything's possible.
I think the best thing, too, we did see people, kind of go through, jump up right away, and just start fighting.
Yeah.
And then we had others that were really like, hey, I'm going to be smart about this.
Yeah.
And kind of learn all the settings and know what to do.
Yeah, that command list, there's a command list for a reason. You can look at it. Also, we have devs on deck to talk to them, coaches as well that have played the game in the past and aren't afraid to give some information. There's a lot of things that they can use to their advantage here, so hopefully they do so.
Now, I know there's over 41 characters that are going to be in the final game that you can actually play as.
Yeah.
So when you are a player and you're, coming up here and maybe you haven't really played a game like this before.
Right.
What do you, first off the bat, never seen it, like, how do you know who to pick?
That's a
You
good
just
question.
try to, look?
Yeah, usually when I pick my characters,
that one right there.
Yeah, I just go by the character that looks cool. I play with them, try them out, see if I like their move list. If I don't, I just go to the next cool looking person. I have a tendency when I play games, I like sumo wrestlers, so anything close to sumo wrestling or grappling is the first thing I go to, and that's how I base my pick. Everyone has their thing, the way that they find their niche. So it's always cool to see.
So they're beginning again with an average grade of A.
Yeah, he's about half health there, so that does make him go down to a B. It's unfortunate, but I mean, A is still solid. Like we said, that was the average, so great stuff.
So let's talk about the rules a little bit for this. Again, players must defeat 2 opponents in arcade mode and earn the highest score by performing combos and doing damage per match. Ranking turned to points. Again, S equals 10, A is 7, B is 5, C is 3, and D is 1. Unfortunately, we haven't seen anybody do a D, so that's
No, please. We don't want to see that.
I say unfortunately we haven't seen it just because I want to sit there and make fun of it. But
honestly, I personally feel like that's difficult to do. That means that you're pretty much very low in health, and you killed them with like 1 second on the clock, pretty much.
Like the last, literally
yeah,
the last second.
the last second. That's pretty much the only way that you're going to get a D, in my opinion. So it's a great thing to see. I mean, that's not really, you don't want 1 point from all of this. It's too many easy ways to get easy points. So You want to stick with it. Right now we're seeing a little bit of jump combos. Oh, okay, we have a Jonathan player in the building. I know that string. Okay.
I feel like, too, yesterday we had a few Jonathans. So I don't know if people are realizing, like, hey, this is a character that, that we like to use. I know, too, all the characters are not unlocked. We are making sure that everybody is playing on the same even playing field.
Right.
So on all of our games today, everybody will have exactly the same options to choose from or the same characters.
So I'm glad to see Jonathan. Also, another character that I really enjoyed seeing was Jotaro, a personal favorite of mine. When I used to play JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I used to play Dio, Shadow Dio, and Jotaro. Jonathan, awesome. I love that. I love that finish. That was too good. And great for him to go for that because that gives style points right there. That's how you get an S in your combat style.
It's all about the style.
It is about the style. Oh, yeah. It's about 94 seconds on the clock right now. Not doing too bad. The round just started. Try to fight around maybe 60 to 70 seconds. Pretty much will guarantee you an S. Anything underneath is about an A. And burning your meter, doing those combos, getting big damage, using your stands. Most players have stands. That's the ghost thing that you see Jalen Cujo. I can't even say the name today. I'm sorry. Jalen Cujo using right now. That little puppet floating that's known as a stand. Oh, got a combo here. Waits for the wake up. Or tries to activate, doesn't get the hammered breath. Oh, stand is knocking him out right there. That's a little bit dangerous.
He's kind of getting his butt kicked right now.
Yeah, that's going to take away from that rank. Unless he's trying to build that meter. Oh, he's trying to build the meter. Okay, I got you. I see what he's doing. All right. That's a smart move. He's trying to get the style points, take a little bit of damage, get that meter, go for the combo. We have a JoJo's player in here. That's what that is. I'm glad to see that.
We do have to be well-rounded, though, because, again, that time, like you were saying, and making sure that the style points and all three of them add up to the same.
Right. There you go. That's what he wanted.
There you
That's
go.
what he wanted. He wanted to finish in style. So what he did there is he gave away some of his life to build up a bit of meter to finish with a super. Try to rack up as many hits as he can off that combo. Smart move, but will that get him an S rank? I don't think so. He's about half life. He is going to get an A, but you know what? Anything is possible. Yeah, see? So he's quality again. He went for that big combo, which did get him the S rank there. But you need an S all around.
Yeah. Life.
Yeah. It took him a little while to get those hits off, take that damage. So unfortunately, he's still going to get his 7 points, but he was shooting for 10. It happens, though.
It's not bad, though. I mean, that's one of the better players that we have seen.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, too, that get up there, if they really don't know what they're doing, they're kind of just button mashing.
Right.
But then we get our really good players that know what they're doing
Yeah.
in a fighting game, but then they get down on, like, the crew.
Yeah.
And they go to the racing game, they're completely lost.
We always find that happens, and it's the greatest thing. So, you know, that's why it's important to find the most well-rounded gamer here. And hopefully, I want to see somebody. Actually, we did yesterday. We saw, I think it was Hanzo, who was actually pretty good on everything. He went from JoJo's to the crew, did pretty well. Also, Mr. Weird did so as well. It's good to see things like that. I'm really looking forward to that.
And we saw in that too. Hanzo was actually in second place for his team until he got down to the crew.
Yeah.
And then Hanzo actually beat out Mr. Weird.
Yeah.
And he knocked Mr. Weird down to second.
Yeah.
So I mean, you never know what's gonna happen.
Seriously.
That's what I like in a competition. I like seeing that. I like knowing, like, not knowing what's gonna happen. I don't like when somebody completely wins by a landslide.
Yeah, those get boring. I mean, I remember our mystery game yesterday, Nidhogg. It was always a clutch situation. It was only time it was one-sided was just one time. But any other game, it was always fast-paced. When it came down to that final, you know, the time ran out, and now it was sudden death, and you're on the chandelier fighting for your life. Those are the exciting moments that we like to see here.
So actually got a little bit of a player cam, so you can see Team Yellow right now. And again, right there in the hat, that is Hanzo. That is our player from yesterday.
I
pretty
want
much
that hat, by the way.
booted out one of his other team members on the crew.
It looks like he's going to have to fight through that gauntlet again because he does have Mr. Weird standing right next to him, playing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as well. So anything's possible here today. But I think Hanzo and Mr. Weird, they both can handle it. Really solid players representing Ms. Harvey's team really well.
What do you think it's like, too, for these players? I mean, as you see that behind that TV, there's tons of people walking by. There's a lot of noise that's in here.
Right.
Like, do the nerves get to you? Do you just turn everybody out? Like, what it's got to be? I mean, you're not in the comfort of your own home.
Right.
And this isn't a normal tournament.
Yeah.
There's thousands and thousands of people here walking around.
Yeah, a lot of people watching. We are on a big screen in a big booth. The pressure can get to them if they're not used to it. best thing to do is focus on the game at hand, though. Ignore everything else. Just focus on fighting.
So right now we're going to watch Trash 899 right here for Team Yellow. Again, make sure that you guys follow us. If you guys think that Team Yellow is going to take it today for Miss Harvey's team, you guys make sure that you put that in the chat. We'll ask a little bit later as we get a little bit farther along in our tournament who you guys think is going to win.
Right, you're right. You called it right. We've seen a lot more Jonathan players here today than we saw Jotaro.
I love, too, when you see the same character against the same character.
Yeah,
You're
mirror
like,
matches. Gotta love
like,
them.
yes.
Especially love those in competitive play, like when it's head-to-head, because, you know, those situations you get to see who knows their character the best. It's not always about who's the best player with that character. It's just about who knows what with the character. How do you punish them? What attacks work best on their character? What weaknesses does your character actually have? You know, things like that. Right now, we are seeing a mauling, though. I'm glad to see our players sitting down, studying, getting onto that move list. This is going to do big damage.
I thought he was going to knock. I thought he was going to KO him right there.
Yeah,
with
it looks like it, right? I mean, if I got
so
hit by that.
hoping he was.
If I got hit by that, it would have been devastating. Oh, he goes for the knockdown. Tries to get a combo. Doesn't get it. Still on par for an S, though. Health is good. Time was good. Style was there. We're going to see right now what happens. I'm calling an S.
Yeah, his health actually was pretty. Oh, in his life he only got an A. I thought he was going to get an S in his life.
Yeah. I thought he was going to get an S all around. The time was pretty solid. He was doing big damage. You know, lots of combos in the supers.
So he will get 7 points for that score. So, I mean, a lot of the players right now on the yellow team actually seem like they're pretty, you know, well-rounded in the fighting, you know, games. They know what they're doing a little bit compared to some of the other players that we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
So that it is good to see.
All right, looks like we are on to our second character, Rohan. And his ever so lavish stand that he has behind him. Oh, Rohan gets a throw out. That animation, though. That did a lot of damage. Wow. I don't think I want to get thrown by it like that again. Too much damage. All right, here we go. Gets a combo, gets a knockdown. Tries to go for a low. Overhead, nothing. All right, here we go. Into super. Nice, very good stuff. Now, more of that. The meter's almost built up again. He's going to have an opportunity to do that one more time. Here we go. Can he get the damage? Can he do it? Can he do it within 60 seconds? If it's done within 60 seconds, then we're going to see an S definitely. The health is on par. The style is there. Does have a meter to burn. And we see it here. That's how you get style.
That is a KO. And you guys in the chat, you guys are asking, this is JoJo All-Stars Battle.
All right, we see that H there. He's finished with that super. Scarlet Overdrive. That goes for the low nothing. Here we go. Rohan taking that damage now. Our players getting used to the controls. I'm glad. Watching the action yesterday, a lot of people were a little bit confused, although they did have a chance to go into the command list.
And I think, too, the command list, you know who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, of course.
Because
the person that actually takes the time out and presses start to look at the command list is already in the lead, so great stuff there. Yeah, this is going to wrap up fast. I can already see it. The meter's built. It's going for the damage. Yeah, I'm loving it. This is going to go really fast. So 70 seconds on the clock. I'm calling it at maybe about 65. He's going to try to chip him down to red, get that big damage. Oh, watch out for that. He got caught hitting the button. That stinks, too, because that's going to waste a bit of time. Probably going to knock that time down to about an A. But one final combo is going to kill.
And I just thought his life, too. I don't think he's going to be able. I don't know if that A score is going to be able to be given.
That looks like B level life, unfortunately. So still, he's going to get style points, which is going to be an S. Time-wise, not too bad. Maybe an A. But yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be maybe an average of an A score here. Still not bad. 7 points again. That's a pretty solid score. Let's see what we got. Oh, I shut my face. That's an S, guys.
What?
Good stuff. These guys are learning how to play the game. Beautiful.
I can understand the quality because, I mean, the quality of that was amazing. Again, the life, I honestly thought he was going to get a B for life.
I saw half health. So I thought it was going to be a B as well, you know. Still solid. Beautiful
well,
stuff.
Congratulations to our player there. Again, this is Team Yellow for Miss Harvey.
Yeah.
Representing on that, I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, representing on that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So now that all of them have played and tallied up their scores, they will be switching stations. We also, don't forget, we also have Power Star Golf right next. to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and we also have Trials and the crew.
That
I want to
is
see
cor-
some Trials actions late. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. So, but before we do that, let's talk to one of the developers.
Let's do
Down
it.
on the
Seltzer,
floor.
please take it away.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm down here with Wyman and Nick, marketing managers, am I correct? Yes, from Bandai Namco Games. And they are here to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is one of the most sought-after games. I've actually had people come up to me in line and say, where is he? He was like, I wasn't even going to come to PAX. I saw you guys had JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I bought a ticket, booked a hotel, and drove here. That is the kind of fandom that this game inspires. So why do you think that is?
Well, it's been a really long-running anime and manga back in Japan. It's really influential to everything that's come after that, once it started in the late 70s, early 80s.
Now we have seen, I've been watching this game all weekend long, and we see some crazy stuff, which is typical of anime. There is, I think my favorite is the fighting horse. Do you guys have a favorite character that you always, I think is like the wackiest or the strangest or appeals to you in a certain way?
The the guys on horseback are definitely the wildest, because once you get kicked off that horse, you're just on the ground crawling around trying to get anything you can do. I like the guy with he has bullets that are alive and kind of have their personalities, and just all the characters are so over the top and flamboyant and just crazy that it's hard to pick just one, but they all have something crazy going on with them.
Wyman, do you have a favorite?
Again, yeah, they're just all so crazy. It pulls from all 8 story arcs from JoJo, so you have a very wide range of characters to choose from. Over 30 characters in the game. There's an additional 9 as DLC, so you can, there's all kinds of characters you can choose from.
Now this game has some wild moves in addition to its wild characters. And if you know the fighting game community, they're very particular about spacing, about frames. So what do we have as far as balanced, competitive, challenging things that are going to be able to separate the pro gamers from the casual gamers?
So all the moves are super easy to learn. They're all quarter circle moves and half circles. There's definitely, they can all be comboed. They all have different spacing and stuff like that, as you mentioned. So the hardcore fans can really get into it and pick out the best strategies for characters. There's also meter management as well, where your heart heat gauge, gotta manage that and kind of get that built up to do your ultra heart heat attacks. So there's definitely a lot of strategy to go in there. If you're a super hardcore fighting game fan, or if you're just a casual fan, you can just hit buttons and do crazy stuff.
Well, this is a game that definitely has incredible competitive potential, and we've seen stadiums filled with competitive gamers now these days. What would be your highest aspiration for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Definitely it's a fighting game at its core, but it's also draws from the manga. So just having those both worlds collide is really, really cool, and that, we can have the game at fighting game tournaments like EVO and things like that, and just having, those kind of fans mixed in with the anime fans all together, making this brand a lot bigger.
Absolutely, one big happy family. Well, thank you, Wyman. Thank you, Nick. I'm going to hand it back to the casters. We're going to check out our next game in just a minute.
Thank you so much, Wyman and Nick, and Seltzer for giving us that. I love seeing our gamers today. We've just done our first game.
We have.
We're going to rotate through all of our coaches and see what's going on. And we have Fatality up next doing Power Star Golf.
That is going to be nuts. Again, we've talked about this yesterday. He is a man who is addicted to golfing games. He actually golfed before as well.
No, he golfs.
He golfs.
He does.
He's
a golfer.
Yeah, he's a golfer. He knows his golf. He knows his golfing games. He is ridiculous. So when it comes to coaching, honestly, communication is going to be key here. He's kind of a beast on this.
He's kind of a beast? He's
kind of sort of really, really good.
Let's take a look at that video.
Jonathan Fatality Wendell is the most accomplished professional gamer in the history of esports. His accolades speak for themselves with 12 major championship titles on 5 different games, a feat never obtained by another.
Okay, so 12 major championship titles, 5 different games. Okay,
yes.
Fatality knows his stuff.
Yeah.
That is the team that I would want to be on.
Yeah, exactly. Again, he's playing his favorite game right now. He's playing Power Star Golf. I would root for him too. He did take his team to the finals yesterday, where he had to fight Meg's team.
He did, and you know what about that too is I love that the coaches that we have here, they all played all different types of games as well. And Fatality is a gamer that, I mean, obviously back in his Quake days, all the days of his first-person shooters and all the stuff that he did play, but he does, like you said, play all different types of games as well. So having a coach that, has that, behind you to help you out?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a big deal. So again, if the players can understand that, not get intimidated by, okay, this guy's a pro. If I don't do what he says, he's gonna freak out on me. If they don't think that way and they just kind of focus on the insight that they're being given, they're not gonna have a problem. Again, this is Power Star Golf here. It's not that hard. We're gonna see right now. It's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is mind the winds. Keep in mind you also have special abilities, you and your caddy. I'm liking that mustache he has right there. Oh, that's a nice shot. Look at that. Did you see that? Already. Oh, get out the fucking no!
I actually haven't seen many people.
He uses
pick
ability.
this
He's in
character.
semi-rough. He's good. Okay. Okay. We can do this. That was almost dangerous. Thankfully, he used his special ability, make that ball split a bit. And the closest ball was the selection. So now he's just got to get out this rough.
Not
Get
bad
into
at
the
all.
green.
Nice shots.
Ooh, this is
So let's
really
go over
good.
the rules real fast. Players will play a single hole of golf and try to get the best score. Players must complete the hole with the best score possible. A player's score is based on their XP. Players earn XP based on their actions and the number of swings per hole. And again, each person is going to be playing hole number 3. Again, the even level playing field for every single one of our competitors. So not just the red team, the yellow, the blue, everybody will be on the same.
Wow, the birdie is the first thing we see. We must have a returning play. Oh, my gosh.
Nice job, Lucy.
Ooh, Lucy's pretty solid. Wow. I'm looking at Fatality's face. He's smiling like, man, I got this. See, this is what I do. This is why I'm the pro. Everybody else are the Joes. Can he take it today? That's the question, though. Can his team succeed where they have failed yesterday? Anything's possible, though. So
I'm going to say yes because this is the team that I picked today and that
Oh,
I'm
right.
rooting for, so I'm going to say yes.
well, it's going to be me versus you, red versus blue, because I'm still rooting for Scoots, even though he doesn't want me to. It's okay.
Red versus blue, I like that.
RVB? Yep.
Yeah. Well, nice way of doing that there.
Yeah, we always seem to be butting heads on like the polar opposite side. That's fine. I think that's why we work so well together.
It works. It works. So again, let's talk about the ability sets too. I know that we have a caddy ability that our players can use, and then our player also has a character ability that they can use. They can only use it one time for each on this hole.
That's correct. So usually you'll see the caddy abilities, at least as we've noticed yesterday, those will activate the closer they are to the holes. Something that give them a little bit of advantage to pull it in. Hold on, we have a tricky shot here. Hold on, what are we working with?
We do right there with the sand trap right in front of
Right
this
in
hole
front of
too.
them, battling uphill. 8 mile per hour winds, fighting against them, pulling to the right. How's he gonna hit this shot? He's gonna have to put a lot of oomph behind it.
Again, this hole is a par 5. We are on our second stroke. We did see a player with a birdie. We did not see that yesterday.
No, we did
On
not.
the map that we did play. Again, we switched it up. We switched up the course for you guys to give you guys a little bit more of a sneak peek into Power Star Golf.
Wow, I was gonna say he's gonna have to hit around. Not only does he have to hit around that tree, but he has to swing it against the wind. Oh, this is gonna be a good shot. I want to see how this plays out. All right, we've got a perfect shot here. He's gonna smack it into right. Is he gonna get it? He's gonna get it. Oh, he gets it. Wow. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Not bad at
Wow.
all. Nice shot.
That is amazing.
The other thing, too, that I've noticed is these players on the red team so far that we've been watching, they're taking the time that you need to really line up that shot.
Right.
Some of the players yesterday were, they'd lined it up and then just, do it really fast. They weren't taking the wind into factor. So, really taking the time and not letting the pressure get to you.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody tell you to hurry up because this, you want that prize.
Yeah, right. It's not necessary. Again,
Oh, so close.
for an eagle, he missed the eagle by a stroke. That's unfortunate. But he still is on par for a birdie. We're gonna see 2 birdies from this player. Wow, that's
Fantastic
solid.
job.
That is pretty solid.
He throws up the glitter in the air. Did you see that? It's all glitter.
So much finesse. Beautiful stuff. I am really enjoying Power Star Golf. That's a game that I got my hands on when I first got here into the next level. I just wanted to play that. A few games. Obviously, I'm a junkie of the crew. I love playing that game, and I'm a fighting game player, so JoJo's Bizarre Adventure got to me.
And just so you guys know, too, at home, we're playing on Pro.
Right,
So they'll have
yes.
medium tees, medium pens. Just so everybody will be playing on that same field, even field that we did say. So we're playing on Pro.
Makes it better for the players to kind of get a variety of scores here instead of just, everyone gets a hole in one somehow.
And you've seen our player cam right now. That's our dev with Microsoft. He's actually going through teaching the players how to play, any
Yeah.
questions. And that's really, really helpful taking that time and grilling them.
Yeah.
Because once it's the final, that's it.
Right.
You know?
I mean, that's what they're there for. You know, that's what they should be doing. So good stuff on them for that. All right, we're watching our star player. That's what I'm calling him right now. I haven't seen
Our
anything.
star player.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything less than a nice or a perfect shot. So, you know, I actually think he set the world. No, he didn't. I think I think he did set a world record with his shot just a moment ago. I'm not too sure. I have to check again. But great stuff. And here's the tricky shot. This shot always scares me when I see it, but he hits it. He hits it with confidence. This is the third time he's done it. He's burned his ability every time on it, and it's paid off. All right, we're going to see it again. Oh, right into the swing. No aim, no nothing. Just goes right for it. And gets a perfect shot. All right, burns that ability, but he's still, okay, he's semi-rough. He's semi-rough. He's good. He burned it at the right time.
I totally thought he was going to be in the sand trap there.
He would have, actually, but, you know, that's why he played it smart. In midair, he activated his special ability, burns it, gets those multiple balls out.
And I think that's why the people chose this, you know, this character right here is to be able to help with that sand trap that was there.
Oh, by far.
And I know by far the devs helped them out with that.
Yeah. That's a nifty little trick. I'm glad that the devs pointed that one out there. That makes it a perfect shot. Is it going in? Yeah, it's close. Close. I think we're shooting for a birdie here. Oh, a new record. Nice. All right, this is for a birdie. This is birdie number 3 we've seen in a row. We've seen 3 birdies in a row.
I think Fatality's team is doing quite fantastic right now. They are taking their scores. This is an exclusive map, Rocky Ridge, and again, this is par 5.
Smart stuff to just be on Fatality's team for this. I'm glad we get a chance to watch Fatality's team here for Power Star Golf. Excellent play. Nothing more I can say but excellent play. Under par. 630 experience points. That's a pretty solid score. I'm hoping that his entire team did the same. But anything is possible. Looks like they're getting ready to actually swap out players and stuff like that. And once again, you did mention an exclusive stage known as Coyote Canyon. Pretty awesome. Hopefully we'll get some footage of that at some point. But right now, it looks like they're tallying up their scores. It looks like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, they're still playing over there. Let's see what's going down on the crew. Miss Harvey's team is still playing, and
they are. As they swap up, though, too, I think I liked seeing Fatality's team on Power Star Golf.
Oh, yeah.
So it's good to see because he has the experience in real life and in the video game realm.
Well, he's giving them a post-coaching, too. Look at that. That's too awesome.
So good job, guys.
Job well done.
If you guys are just joining us to the next level at PAX, let's kind of take a quick look. What is the next level?
All right, the next level is pretty much a well-rounded gamer's experience. So if you're the kind of gamer that plays everything and is really good at it, oh yeah, this is the place for you to be. We get all of our, this time around we're getting all top 16 players from our qualifying rounds. We have 2 of those, and they will be joining our coaches. We have 4 of those. So if you get a chance to be on their team, you get a chance to represent them and hopefully win a big cash prize.
Yes, lots and lots of prizes here today. But we're going to jump right down to the show floor. I want to talk to Fatality. So, Seltzer, please fill us in.
Now, Fatality, I noticed you have your team gathered around you here. Is this like a strategy huddle?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure they all know they're all competing against each other. I'm looking for the best guy. You know, I had them choose a different character in the game that had a little bit more difficulty to it. So I'm trying to find out which person has the most dexterity and can learn the fastest, doing multiple things really fast, because in the finals, it's so fast. You got to learn a game in like 5 or 10 minutes. So whoever takes my instructions the fastest and easiest will do well. And this one guy is like, you know, just listen to what I say, and he eagled it. So it's, you know, like a lot of these games, I've played for a long time.
Well, I appreciate that you're bringing some creativity to the strategy here. A lot of our teammates, a lot of our captains are just going for that, what's the easiest, what's the quickest to learn, what's the hardest hitter. And I'm really proud to see that you're actually training your guys mentally for the entire competition. So what else kind of advice have you given them?
Well, it's just, you know, they got to play their own game, of course, but, you know, I'm trying to weed it out and trying to find out who the best is. So you got to be able to perform under pressure. Yesterday, you know, our pit, you know, like, got crushed by Natasha. But you know, overall, he was a great competitor. Just Natasha was on fire, and she got me yesterday.
Well, John, can you tell me a little bit about the charity you're fighting for?
It's Operation Supply Drop. So basically, it's dropping care packages in stressed areas for the military overseas. So basically increase their morale for people that are serving our country and so forth. So basically just trying to increase morale for these guys and give them some gaming care packages. For me, it's I got into gaming because it relieves stress, like it relieved me from work, my parents. So gaming for me was really a stress reliever. So it's great to see it. We can use it for good use for military as well.
That's absolutely wonderful, John. Thank you so much. We're going to throw it back to the casters. We got more games for you.
Thank you so much, Rachel and Fatality. I like hearing that. I mean, he knows what he's doing today.
He's a hero.
He's going to take it. He's going to win it.
Well, I'm pretty sure, he's a competitor. He's not the type of person to go home and not sleep on the loss he took. Every loss for a competitor is a learning circumstance. So I know he went back to the drawing board, thought about how to pick his players, how to usher them along. You heard his strategy. He said he found somebody that is quick to listen and test out his strategies. That's what he's going to need. So, I want to see what's going on with the blue team.
Blue team.
Yeah, Sir Scoots is coaching that one. So
you're half team, I'm going to say, because
he's trying to disband me, but this time all the way blue team, Sir Scoots. I want to see a little bit about him.
Scott Sir Scoot Smith is one of the most experienced figures within esports with his introduction in 1999 through Counter-Strike. Hosting many accolades under his belt, he is most recently known for being a co-host and producer of One More Game TV and Live on 3.
I like seeing those kind of like little recaps of what our coaches do. They look so badass in those.
I mean, he's a team manager, a former team manager. That is, I don't know. It's not the same as being a player, but managing. He has to deal with a group of people. He's pretty much the guy that scouts players, so that's awesome. So I wonder how that plays when it goes to scouting a bunch of players. I mean, players that can play a bunch of multi-genre games. That's got to be pretty difficult.
It is. I mean, being a team manager too. I mean, not only you're kind of coaching in the sense.
Yes.
I mean, but really doing everything from their lifestyle, where they live, what they do, their schedules. We're jumping right into Trials Fusion for the blue team for Sir Scoots. Yeah.
So right now we're watching Veritas. He's trying to get a little bit comfortable right now, learning how to control his bike a bit. The name of the game is momentum. You want to, once you go off those ramps, you want to be able to land in a position where your back tire is down and you are leveled with the ground.
So let's take a look at our rules real fast for Trials Fusion. Players must play through the track and get the best score possible. Players must play the Skyscraper Showdown track using the Roach bike. Time limit, best score of 2 attempts, 5 minutes. So technically we're going to give them 5 minutes. Their best score will win. So it's all about time trial here.
Yeah, exactly. So, the best strategy that we've been seeing, throughout any Trials games we've ever casted is, get the feel for the stage the first time around, play through it, see how everything functions, and then go for the top score. You have 5 minutes to do so. So if you actually have a run and you may have crashed or something and you don't like how it played out, just reset, go back to the beginning. You can either reset from the checkpoint or you can reset from the beginning. But if you reset from the checkpoint, your time still ticks down. So you don't want to use those resets. You want to go back to the beginning and try it all over.
Yeah, and it's hard too because sometimes you'll get a checkpoint and then where you get that checkpoint out or where you crash at, it can be a little bit hard to get that right momentum and that speed.
Yes, we've been seeing a lot of that yesterday. We had a situation where getting over that one ramp was a little bit difficult because, when you do start the checkpoint, you start stationary. You're still. And you have to actually rev the bike up and get down the hill. Not enough speed, not enough momentum, so, in that situation, it was just best to go back. Or, you could back up the bike and go forward, but that would waste time as well. All right, so we're seeing the hovercraft jump here.
I do like seeing that little kind of ghost right there where it says the next Fusion 1.
Yes.
That's kind of trying to beat your own, top score there. Kind of gives you a track. Oh, didn't get
that was one of the jumps that was very difficult for a lot of people. That ramp towards the end because of the way it curves in the front right there, as you see. And
right here, we saw one of our players there yesterday, like seriously 50 times crash. And then he finally got it. We're like, yes.
He did the first part so marvelous too. I mean, he made excellent timing, but when it came to that, he had too much momentum. He was going too fast, so he flew up instead of being able to ride the wave around and then kind of glide off of it and land on that platform.
I have a feeling we're going to see that same scenario
right
now.
Yeah. It's something that takes practice, although I'm sure once we have
someone... he's going to get it. There he gets it.
Great stuff there. Great to see. But in my opinion, I would say clock this time, see how the rest of the map flows, and then start over immediately. Minute 20 seconds on the clock. Our average yesterday was about 50 seconds per lap. Everyone trying to get their best time. I think the best time we've heard from one of the developers was sub 49, which is really awesome. So if you're in that 50 to 53 range, it's pretty average, pretty solid. But if you can get that sub 49,
Then you know
are
you're
a contender.
golden.
Yeah, you are a contender.
And again, too, if they do super, like, either super well in this game or super bad in this game,
Right.
I mean, doing super bad is going to really hurt you.
Oh, yeah.
If you do
Oh, yeah.
fantastic in the other 3 titles, unfortunately, if you do bad in trials, you probably are not going to make it.
Right. All right, we're gonna have to see our player level that bike out. Oh, doesn't level the bike out with the ground. Ends up rolling backwards. All right, good stuff there. Ends up hitting the front tire. And here's the big jump. Here's the jump with the problems. Gets too much momentum and hits the back tire again. There we go. There we have it. See, again, that ramp being the biggest problem of the day. I do like this stage though. I wanted to qualify just so I can play trials and run this. Unfortunately, didn't happen. All right, we're still watching Veritas here.
One thing, too, that I do like about Trials Fusion, it's pretty much coming out on all platforms. So Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC.
I'm getting it for PC. What are you getting it for?
360. I'm probably going to do my Xbox One.
Xbox One?
Yeah.
Smart move.
And my
set-
PC.
Yeah, I want to set some. I want to set some
PC.
PC scores here. All right, here we go. Not too bad. Minute 24 seconds on the clock. It's that one ramp. It always comes down to that one ramp. Once people start to learn that, I think we're going to see sub 45 times. I'm thinking day 3, a lot of people come back saying, I studied trials. I remember at New York Comic-Con, the big game that everyone had to get their hands on and really study was The Crew.
I think, too, yeah, The Crew, fantastic.
Fantastic, yes.
But right now with the trials, you got to see, too, the way that you put your weight on either the back or the front of the bike. Oh, he's going to get stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck.
He's all restart. Smart decision there. Like, putting too much weight, as you see right there, the player did, losing the speed to get up, but it actually did work out for him, hitting that second checkpoint.
Right. So great stuff. It looks like he's going to get, I think this is a minute 20 seconds. I'm going to call that time here.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hard landing, but he got it.
Maybe a minute 22 there because of that stall. Anything's possible, though. Oh, but he doesn't get over. He's just going to hang out there. I'm just going to hang. All right, smart move. He does restart. He does have a few minutes left on the clock to get himself a couple more tries in, so he's going to have to make this one count. Oh, tries to level out the bike. Lands on the back tire instead of evening it out with the platform. Oh, there we go. Now that's a good landing. Beautiful to see. All right, gets some air. Lands in the front. This is a solid run so far.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, the biggest thing, too, that you got to do with this is really have that nice, fluid kind of flow as you go up and down the ramp.
Right.
If you have a really hard landing, you're kind of screwing yourself on speed.
Yeah, that's what we saw right there. He tried to land, on the back tire too hard, tried to jam the front forward and ended up flipping for it. You hate to see that kind of thing happen.
And again, we're giving them 5 minutes, so they do get a couple, practice rounds trying to figure it out, and the best, they need to get that best time. Again, yesterday it was about 49 seconds.
Yeah.
Today, we haven't really seen that same, competitive level yet.
Right. Hopefully we'll see it again. Again, we do have 2 rounds of this, and anything's possible. 4 teams are going to be going at it. We'll get the scores later on and see what happens. But as of right now, I agree with you. We're not seeing the high score just yet. But hopefully those spectating in the crowd, maybe attempting to join round 2, they'll see the strategy. They'll hear the commentary. They'll listen to the coaches, and they'll put that stuff to use later on. 52 seconds on the clock right now. 55. It looks like he's going to clear this stage so far.
Oh, right at the end!
Commentator's curse.
No! It's your dude Shidosha here giving you that commentator curse, not me.
Scoots looked directly at me like, I can't stand this guy. Just go back to Ms. Harvey's team, please. Oh, that was great. Okay, 11 seconds on the clock. He did restart. Oh, man. Falls. Tries to save it.
He's all, I'm just going to keep going.
That almost worked. It's a little bit of stall on the hovercraft jump there. Does clear another checkpoint. Oh! Falls forward. Ouch.
And you know, it does take a while to kind of get used to the controller.
Yes.
And really balancing and shifting your weight the correct way. I know when I play Trials, it took me a little bit to get used to it. But once you get used to it, then you really know, you know, how to kind of perfect it.
Yeah. It's all about the perfecting. Really. Oh, okay. See, now that is a beautiful landing. You saw he landed smoothly, landed, evened out. Back tire never lost its spin. Oh, but he went too fast on that.
Oh, it's always, oh,
He went too fast. He went too fast. Should have nudged himself up that ramp, jumped forward, but unfortunately he did not. He was ahead of his ghost for a while, though. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Now we've got a solid race here.
It's that moment where you want to be quiet because you don't want to mess him up.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I don't want to curse him. I'm
just get it. I mean, forget we are already at 55 seconds, so I mean, unfortunately, this is going to be a run that I would see that I would want.
Yeah.
But as long as you can get to the finish line, no!
That time you did it. That wasn't my fault.
So close, but so far.
Almost a minute, 2 seconds on the clock. He did fall, so that's going to be a minute 9, unfortunately. Not a bad time so far we're seeing in this round for, you know, Team Blue, but he's going to need a little more. Just wants to stand a chance. All right. Gets off the first few jumps. Not too bad. And here we go. Oh, lands on the back tire. Unfortunately, that stinks to see. All right. One more opportunity.
Oh,
this is the final chance. Crashes again. This is the second retry. Again, if you are falling or anything and you have to restart and you use that checkpoint restart, the time still ticks down. So if you're trying to put a high score time in there, the best option is actually to reset completely, go back to 0, run the lap again, and get back into it. Speaking of which, speaking of laps, we also have the crew coming up next, which a racing game that I love so much. It was our MMO racer, which we now coined the term CarPG.
I like how you did that.
Yeah, I stole that from somebody from a podcast yesterday. I was like, oh, that's a good name, a CarPG. What a solid name. So the players will be switching out there. It looks like the yellow team has finished up. The purple team playing on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has finished up. Yes, they are swapping now.
That's unfortunate, too, because with, you know, the runs that we were just seeing right now in Trials Fusion, not the best that we've seen.
Right, but those are only the ones we've seen so far on stage.
Correct,
it could still be a pretty solid run all across the board. I know Fatality said yesterday that his team did pretty well
on Trials.
So I know that's going to make you happy.
Yes, it is. It will definitely make me happy rooting for the Team Red.
Team Red.
Again, Trials Fusion coming out to you guys later this week, so make sure you guys go out and get it.
Oh, yeah.
On, I mean, any platform pretty much that you want.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Everywhere. So as we get our players switched up and moved, again, we will be going to the crew. But before we do that, we want to go and do one of our interviews, I think, down on the floor with some of the guys that played Trials and with Sir Scoot, so take it away.
Thank you so much, guys. Did you break your arm playing Trials?
Yeah, don't try this at home. Let's just put it that way.
These guys take this game very seriously. They put a lot of research into development. Tell me a little bit about the map we're playing today.
All right, the map today is Skyscraper Showdown. It's a medium-level map. It's got a few tricky obstacles that require knowing what you're doing, but at the same time, it's not going to be too punishing to players that are not familiar with Trials.
Absolutely. This is a pretty tough game, though. We've seen some high scores, some low scores. What are we looking at for like a really good score right now?
Pretty much the best scores we've been seeing have been around like 49, 50 seconds. Anything under 50 seconds is pretty good.
Can you beat that score?
Yes, I can.
Sometimes you never know. Sometimes the devs are terrible at the games they make. Sometimes they're amazing. But I'm glad to hear you guys are taking it seriously, practicing really hard. You know who else is practicing really hard? These gamers. I'm going to give it back to the casters. We got one more game for you in this round before we decide our top 4.
Thank you so much, Seltzer. So now we're going to be getting underway, ready for the crew. We will be watching our winner from yesterday, Meg Turney's team, Team Purple.
All right. She looks amped up, energetic, ready to go. Just getting a little bit of information. Probably teasing Sir Scoots. I saw her over hanging out with the blue team just a second ago. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to get ready. Again, the formula that we saw yesterday when it came to the racing is play clean, but play to win, you know, for the players.
Correct.
So
because
again,
you don't want to go around bumping your own teammates and spin out and screw yourself over.
Exactly.
And I think one of the things, too, about Meg as a coach, Meg she's very energetic.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Very positive.
And animated.
Very animated.
Very
yes.
animated. Oh, yeah.
And having that type of energy on your team can definitely help you out. Again, we are jumping right into our race. Again, our players do get a little bit of a warm-up.
Right.
And then we'll get our final race underway. I think the biggest thing, too, with this, you will be playing, I mean, it's an MMO. It's a massive online multiplayer game. You can go through and drive from New York to LA.
Which I will be
completely.
doing. Yeah. I love to travel.
You're like, I'm going to do a road trip by myself in my video game.
In my video game. I've always wanted to do that. So it's really awesome to see. Maybe visit Miami on the way, you know, completely opposite direction or something.
So we've got our player right now that we are watching in 7th place. Again, what they're going to be competing for, we do have some of our AI drivers in here as well, but there's 4 of our players are playing right now.
Right.
What we're going to be doing is going over our players, play a multiplayer time trial, and get the highest score possible. Players must race to the finish line. 2 practice runs, 1 final run for score. The final score is based on scoring screen wins. So now, again, the biggest thing is, out of the 4 players that are playing, obviously there's other people in the race.
Right.
So we'll rank them even if they come in 7th, 1st through 4th.
Yeah.
You just don't want to be in that 3rd or 4th place spot because it won't have enough points. And you, unfortunately, again, if you do bad in one game, it's going to kill you.
Yeah, it definitely is. So I'm glad that the AI is there to kind of, you know, spice it up a bit. They have to play for style. They have to play off of each other. And they also do have to play. So if you're running around, you know, you're doing your race, you get first place, but you're bumping into everybody, you're crashing, you're pretty much not getting all of the points that you could possibly get. We saw Hanzo yesterday kind of show us an example of that. He raced very clean, and for it, he got a lot of points.
He did.
Whereas, you know, Mr. Weird was right behind him, did pretty good as well, but didn't get as many points. So, you know, it's very important to see here. But, you know, they're going to get their practice in. Their cars are going to get hooked up.
In this game, you can actually customize and build your vehicle
Yeah.
to anything that you want. You can hook it up. I remember we were playing with our iPad. You're able to grab an iPad.
Yeah.
Customize it, change the paint, change the rims. You can open up the motor completely, redo your motor and your engine if you wanted to, and then put it all back together and play with the car that you just created.
I love it. And you can do all that on your phone.
I know that you would totally pick like a pink car.
Oh, yeah.
You seem
of course.
like the dude that
of
would
course.
totally have that.
Of course. Actually, I play Grand Theft Auto and I have a pink truck. It's my baby.
Oh, my word.
A pink monster truck.
Oh, my word.
That is.
So our players right now in the game, what you do in this MMO-style racing game, you'll actually go around, do what you want. You can go through missions, and as you get built up into missions, you can actually join up into a crew. So up to 4 players. So if you want to join in, if we are both at home playing, we want to get 2 more friends to kind of join our crew, we can, and battle it out.
All right, Alexa, this race is going to get underway. I love the animation. It's so dramatic, so cinematic. I'm running out of addicts here.
And you know what? What I love about the crew, it's different.
Yeah.
There's so many racing games that are out there, but this one is different, and that's what I love. They've taken a whole other approach to it.
Wow.
And you're driving real life streets, so it's pretty cool.
Again, we're watching our play right now, kind of biting those turns, trying to get as clean as possible. A little bit too much momentum, and tries to boost to get that backside rolling. Does do it successfully.
Got to get those drift skills down.
Yeah, get them down. This is not just about winning, but it is about style.
You got to see some drift king and queens out there.
Right. Good stuff there. Looks like this player's in 3rd place right now behind an AI and our player on the 1st place station.
And it looks like player number 2 is in 7th place. Player number 1 taking that 1st place lead. Player number 3 in 3rd, and player number 4, who we are watching right now. Oh, just bumped up to 1st.
Oh, shortcuts.
Here we go, taking that checkpoint.
Somebody was paying attention.
And that's the stuff that I like to see, being, you know, down in that 3rd place spot, taking up to 1st, doing that, you know, kind of getting ahead of that pack.
Right.
And not in a too bad of a dirty way.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I mean, it wasn't like he did anything
wrong.
wrong. He saw a checkpoint and he jumped for it. Right now we're watching SS Desto.
Come on, SS. Kind of goes well.
All right, here we go.
Don't hit the box.
Don't hit the box. We're seeing a lot of style points here. This is a very clean race right now. Now that he's got momentum, now that he's out of the pack, there's not a lot of people behind him. He's using his momentum to push him forward, and it looks like he's going to take this race.
1st place, nice job, SS. Again, the clock will kind of continue to
tick down,
tick down, and as it does, the player who is in last place only has a little bit, you know, of time to kind of get to the finish line.
Probably, I think, 20 to 40 seconds in that range to finish. So ample time if you're going in the right direction. Some people, we saw yesterday, somebody
Got a
went in
little
reverse.
lost.
You know, it happens
It
sometimes.
totally does happen because you can actually get off course.
Oh, yeah.
Completely, and you're just like, what am I doing?
Exactly. It's still open world. There's no barriers, except if of course they're doing some kind of construction for some reason in the game. But and we saw that used to the player's advantage there. He took a shortcut, and it got him the lead significantly. So beautiful stuff there, and he gets 1,100 points.
And I like to people in our chat, the attention to detail, amazing. The body kits, upgrades, they all look awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And you can actually hook up to your iOS or Android and be able to customize.
Yeah.
So if you're at work and unfortunately you don't have your Xbox or PC or anything with you, you can sit at work.
Sit at work.
And
on
you're
your-
like
yep.
customizing
on your phone,
vehicle.
on your iPad, on
I'd be like,
anything.
okay,
Just-
those bolts, please take out. I want a turbo, please. Let's add that. Dual
And honestly,
turbo.
that's what sold me to the crew. I mean, obviously, I like my racers. This is very beautiful, very dynamic. The RPG aspect is really awesome. But the customization, being able to do something like that, turn it into a personal lifestyle, that's pretty awesome.
I just thought you'll be able to customize to make your car faster.
Like, you can
What
hang out
everybody
with
wants.
somebody. Like, you can
Their
hang out
life-
with a bunch of your friends, right? And you're all, you guys play the crew together or whatever. You can whip out your phone and be like, man, I want to put this. Like, you can, like, place your order pretty much on your phone, go home, and you got this nice, hot car delivered to you. Beautiful.
I like it.
You like that
I like
concept?
it.
Yeah, it's
And I
beautiful.
like too that I'll be able to drive through like Vegas and drive maybe through other places that I've never seen. I know we were driving through Kansas when we were
Yeah.
playing. I was like, oh.
Go
there's
through
not
Chicago.
Much, there's not much here. It's just fields. Why?
Go through Wyoming or something.
All kinds of different places.
Exactly.
So we did just see the crew. Our players are finishing up on their titles. Again, this was our top 16 who qualified earlier this morning. And our coaches picked their favorite 4 players to represent their teams. And I'm going for Team Fatality, Team Red.
Yeah, I got to represent Team Blues, Team Scoots all the way this time. No wishy-washy.
So what I want to see is make sure that you guys in the chat tell us who do you think is going to win. You guys all need to pick a side right now.
Right now.
You got to not do what Shadosha did yesterday and change sides. I want you guys to spam our chat. Tell us who you are rooting for. We got Team Miss Harvey, Team Yellow. We got Fatality for Team Red, Team Blue for Sir Scoots, and Meg Turney, who won yesterday, in Team Purple. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to go down to the show floor. So please do not go anywhere.